Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here, this time reviewing on issue 72 of the Sonic IDW comics. Now as we know, we're now on issue 72, and we just pretty much found out where Tangle, Whisper, as well as Jet now know the identity of the Phantom Rider, and this is where the story is gonna get a lot more serious. So the story mainly starts off with basically Surge saying, "Clutch! I'll take the first cola of the day very seriously, so I hope you have a good reason for interrupting it." "Darn right we do. We quit." "I mean it, old man. We're serious." Sorry, it's just..." And Clutch makes it clear that, he basically owns them. Anything they do, they have to do under orders. And he can make them heroes, but can also make them monsters with basically one little call. And we do how he points out that he needs them to take care of Sonic. And we kind of see how Surge lets out all her anger, her frustration in that, as well as her anger. And this is her saying, "No one tells me what to do!" And this is where, on the sort of, like, with the other transports and ships, we kind of see how Sonic has to keep his identity hidden, but due to his device being so badly damaged, he can't really change into his Phantom Rider gear. Of course, due to Surge's Thunderbolts, it's quickly putting a lot of drivers in danger. And of course, one hit, and one of the transports ends up falling. But of course, we see how Wave, Jet, as well as Storm try to rescue everyone. And this is Jet doing this to try and get good publicity. And we see him saying, "Keep going, I'll round them up." "Aye, aye, Captain." "Come on, people, form a line." And we see how, he realizes Sonic is with the other transports and says, "You! It's all over, huh? Sonic the Hedgehog, I know it's you!" And we see how Sonic has to quickly find a way to kind of lose Jet. So of course, after making a break for it, we see how he gets help from Night the Owl. And of course, we see how Night the Owl knows who Sonic is. And him and his co-worker show him to their sort of home. So of course, they have to keep Sonic hidden and make sure that Jet and the other Babylon rogues don't find him. And we see how basically Night says, "Groovy, so who wants Coca?" "That's quite the story, Sonic. Ain't you worried that you will reveal your identity?" It's a bit late for that." And we do kind of see how, Night the Owl lets them know that they haven't heard anything from the Chaotix, and they know that Sonic can basically find the intel to get help with basically Amy and Tails. So of course, we see how Night's co-worker fixes the sort of device and turns back into his Phantom Rider gear and flies off after morning. After Surge's little meltdown, we see her saying, "First Starline. Now, Clutch, no matter what we do, someone always controlling us." "I know. It's okay. I have an idea." And of course, we see how back on the transport, we see how Tails, Amy, and Belle try to get to Jules the Beetle. But of course, they see the mascots there. But of course, Belle realizes one of the mascots is missing their little tie, and she realizes it's the people who tied her up. So of course, we kind of see how all hell breaks loose. But of course, we see how Jules is listening to music to break off sound to try and concentrate. And after this, they realize that, the two mascots are actually Rough and Tumble. Saying, "Rough and Tumble. Oh, you better believe it. Now we can really cut loose." And of course, they try to call for backup, and we see how, Amy, Tails, and Belle run for their lives to avoid to avoid rough and tumble. And the next story, yeah, having another Surge Phantom Rider story. And this is the story. So I think, in my opinion, issue 72 is readable. Like we said, we know there's going to be a lot more aftermaths from the last issue, and we do see how, yeah, due to it getting more dangerous, Sonic is going to be a bit more cautious and knowing to be a bit more careful now. And we are going to see how Surge is going to end up damaging her newfound hero reputation by making it not only worse for herself, but also damaging what her new status had. So I think this one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.